Every morning, you wake up, head into the same routine, talk to the same people, move through the same motions. Yet somewhere deep inside, you sense something is missing. You're existing, not living. You're drained for reasons you can't explain. You've built stability, yet something inside feels hollow. You share a home with someone, but the spark has dimmed into silence. Everything feels automatic, as though you've been drifting through your days without ever truly waking up. And then one morning, you catch your reflection. You see a version of yourself you barely recognize. Tired eyes, slumped posture. A quiet voice rises within and asks, "When did I disappear?" But what you're feeling isn't just a modern dilemma. Musonius Rufus, an exiled philosopher, once wrote that the greatest suffering came from living against one's own nature. Cleanthes, who worked nights hauling water, admitted he battled doubt long before becoming head of the Stoic school. And Hierocles, known for his writings on human connection, taught that the heart collapses when we forget the circles we belong to. 3 men, 3 lives, 1 timeless truth. If your mind feels scattered, begin with the mind. If your body feels heavy, begin with the body. If your heart feels dim, begin with the heart. 3 fierce rules, 3 paths back to yourself, 3 stages of rebirth. These are the 3 Stoic rules we're about to explore, principles that rebuild you from the core, if you're willing to step into them. Let's begin. Rule 1. Fix the mind. Musonius once taught that the mind becomes strong only when trained with intention, not when left to wander. Yet today, most people have handed their minds over to distraction. Our attention doesn't belong to us anymore. It belongs to notifications, drama, endless comparison. We scroll, react, and consume until our inner compass goes silent. Your mind has become a battleground, and the invasion happened quietly. 1. Detox the mind. You cannot create a new life fueled by the same tired thoughts. You cannot nourish your brain with chaos and expect inner clarity. Just as an athlete cannot thrive on junk food, a strong mind cannot rise from mental clutter. So here's your challenge: 7 days. For the first 30 minutes of every morning, feed your mind wisdom, not noise. Read the lessons of people who conquered their darkness. Study ideas that sharpen your thinking, strengthen your resilience, and deepen your calm. Don't call it reading, call it training. Because your mind is either a sharpened blade or a locked cage. And every scroll, every thought, every choice decides which one it becomes.
2. Redefine the direction. Most people say, "I want to be happy, I want to succeed." But the Stoics taught that happiness is a result, not a target. Don't ask, "What do I want to get?" Ask, "Who do I want to be?" When you say, "I want to save money," you're focused on outcome. When you say, "I am someone who honors my future," behavior follows identity. That's not habit building, that's self-reconstruction. Write this down. I am becoming. Then define it with who you choose to embody now, not someday. Transformation doesn't happen in the distance, it happens here, in this moment, with the choices shaped by identity, not wishes. 3. Break the invisible prison. I can't. I'm not ready. I always fail. These are not truths, they're illusions. And what's worse? They're illusions you accepted. The Stoics called this assent, the moment you agree with a fear that was never factual. The instant you stop agreeing, the walls begin to crack. List the 3 beliefs that suffocate you. Then rewrite each one into a statement of strength. I'm too overwhelmed becomes I'm learning to take control step by step. I don't have the talent becomes I'm building the skills required. It's impossible for me becomes I grow stronger every time I try. Each rewritten belief is a tool smashing the fortress that once confined you. Each word lets light in. 4. The mind training ritual. Every morning, note 3 thoughts that empower you and 3 that weaken you. Throughout the day, catch the destructive ones the moment they appear and replace them with something real. At night, ask, did my mind lift me today or limit me? This isn't about fake positivity. It's about mental discipline. It's the mindset of a strategist, steady in chaos, focused under pressure, unmoved by noise. Because when you govern your mind, you govern your life. When you discipline your thoughts, you discipline your world. Say this not as motivation, but as law. My mind is my fortress, and I am its rightful ruler. From now on, nothing else holds dominion.
Rule 2. Fix the body. Your body is the ground your entire being stands on. You cannot cultivate a sharp mind while neglecting the vessel that houses it. The Stoics understood this deeply. Musonius said that training the body was essential because strength fuels virtue. He didn't rise each morning because it was easy. He rose because discipline was a form of wisdom. 1. Nutrition is discipline. Your body is not a dumping ground. Every bite you take strengthens your future or sabotages your power. Before every meal, ask, will this nourish the person I'm becoming or chain me to the person I'm leaving behind? Don't chase dieting. Chase awareness. Because when you command your choices, you command your direction. You don't need perfection, only presence. Each mindful choice reinforces the bridge between your willpower and your physical self. Food can be a weapon for your potential or a weight on your progress. Choose deliberately. 2. Sleep is the energy of clarity. Cleanthes once said that nothing valuable can be built without consistency. Every late night you trade for distractions steals from your next day's power. No legacy was built with a foggy mind and a drained spirit. Sleep is not indulgence, it is renewal. 7 to 8 hours, not as preference, but as discipline. When you protect your rest, your emotions stabilize, your focus sharpens, and your strength resets. Treat your sleep like a sacred ritual, because your future relies on how you restore your present. 3. Movement is emotion. Your emotions live inside your muscles, your breath, your heartbeat. They stagnate when your body does. Feeling anxious? Walk until your thoughts settle. Feeling frustrated? Train until the tension melts. Feeling lost? Lift something heavy and reclaim your strength. Hierocles taught that the body and soul must move together or both weaken. Move daily, even 20 minutes. No gym, no equipment, just intent. Climb stairs, stretch, do push-ups, breathe deeply. It's not the movement, it's the declaration. I am in command. Every action signals power. 4. The practice of voluntary discomfort. The Stoics believed that choosing discomfort builds unshakable trust in oneself. Cleanthes worked through freezing nights, teaching himself resilience through hardship. Musonius trained students outdoors in harsh weather to strengthen character. And you? Each time you choose ease, you reinforce doubt. Each time you choose challenge, you reinforce belief. Start small. Add a minute of cold water. Walk an extra block. Lift a little heavier. Replace sugar with something real. Minor choices, immense transformation. Every act of discomfort is a quiet oath. My body is my ally, and I will honor it. Rise and prove it. Rule 3. Fix the heart. Have you ever felt emotionally hollow, even when everything looks fine from outside? That emptiness isn't failure. It's a message that your heart has been muted.
You've built walls to shield yourself from pain, but those walls block joy as well. Cleanthes once compared the heart to a flame, dimmed by neglect, strengthened by purpose. A strong heart isn't one that avoids pain, it's one that stays open despite it. 1. Find your heart again. Sit still. No noise, no screens, no escape. Ask yourself 3 questions. If nothing could stop me, what life would I choose? What am I pretending doesn't matter, even though it does? And when no one is around, who am I at my core? Don't run from the answers that shake you. That tremble is your aliveness returning. Write down what rises. Those aren't random thoughts. They're signals from your deeper self, reaching for you. You don't rediscover your heart through comfort. You rediscover it through truth. 2. Let go of the weight. Your heart carries stories that no longer serve you. Resentments, mistakes, fears, disappointments. They are not your identity. They are merely echoes you've held for too long. Heracles wrote that suffering grows when we cling to the interpretations of the past. Tonight, and for 30 nights, write one thing you release. Forgive someone. Forgive yourself. Not for them, for you. Letting go is not surrender. It is elevation. It is the art of removing chains that were never meant to be permanent. 3. Live with purpose. A heart without purpose sinks into numbness. The Stoics called it oikiesis, the process of aligning with your role in the larger whole. Cleanthes taught that the soul expands when it serves others. Purpose is not something discovered in a moment. It is built through acts. Notice when you feel alive, helping someone, creating something, offering kindness. These moments point to your direction. Start small. Offer help. Share something meaningful. Serve one person. Purpose is action, not theory. A giving heart never empties. It grows. Write this and mean it. My heart beats to contribute, to connect, to uplift. When you live that truth, numbness fades. Now that you understand these principles, you may wonder, are they truly connected? They form a cycle of renewal. When you strengthen the mind, you guide the body. When you train the body, you empower the heart. When you awaken the heart, you fuel the mind. The mind is your compass, the body your vessel, the heart your fire. If one weakens, your path collapses. But when they align, you become unstoppable. Cleanthes battled exhaustion. Musonius endured exile. Heracles faced loss. None were flawless. They were simply consistent. One choice at a time, they built themselves and changed lives centuries later. You don't need perfection. You need commitment. Let me tell you a story. A woman named Lena reached a breaking point. Overwhelmed at work, distant from her loved ones, drowning in doubts. One day, she committed to rebuilding herself through Stoic practice. She began with her mind, morning philosophy instead of doom scrolling. Then her body, walking every sunrise, eating consciously, honoring sleep. Then her heart, repairing old wounds, helping coworkers, reconnecting with purpose. Months later, her life didn't just change, her presence did. She stopped chasing peace and started radiating it. She became centered, grounded, unshakable. That is the power of the 3 Stoic rules, not as ideas, but as daily practices. Transformation isn't about perfection. It's about alignment. Mind, body, heart.
When they move as one, nothing can break you. Fix your mind, and you reshape your life. Train your body, and you free your spirit. Heal your heart, and you rediscover your direction. You were not created to merely endure. You were created to awaken. The world doesn't need more replicas. It needs the fully alive version of you. And once you rise, you realize something profound. There is no past life to return to, only a new one waiting for you to step into. Write this into your identity. I am the architect of my transformation. I am the commander of my mind, the guardian of my body, and the protector of my heart. Now stand tall, breathe deeply, feel the spark returning, and take your step, not tomorrow, not eventually, now. Your journey begins the moment you choose strength over delay. And if this message moved you, don't just watch it. Live it. Send it to someone who needs to wake up. Leave impact, not just a view. Hit like if this reignited your strength. Subscribe so we can walk this Stoic path together each week. And in the comments, write one sentence, a promise to yourself. I begin my transformation today. Because you can. Because you must. Because the world is waiting for the awakened you. Thank you for watching.